Heck, still DoorDashing. Take a look at that right there. That's beautiful. That's always paved and quiet. Custom at your own will or design. The very thought alone is like one of the major factors that's gonna determine will you even get these type of house, this type of lifestyle. Your thought alone is the most powerful thing. Thoughts alone and the belief, making small action behind it, got me into rooms I could never just easily imagine myself being in without achieving something that was way, way beyond um, normal, realistic thoughts. But I've been in rooms. Do you believe that it could be your name on side of a vehicle? Do you believe you can have a Porsche in your front yard? Do you believe that the rest of your neighbors could be doing business deals with you, waking up, taking that jog, and then after that jog, going in and making your next real estate venture? You got to believe. And with believing, you start embodying. I'm not just going to leave you with, oh, believe in this and that. No, you got to start acting like that person. Yes, you really have to fake it till you make it, but it's not faking it if you're being it. It's the difference between faking it and being. Because that person of that person who you see yourself as, the most successful version of you, they're not doing the things that you're doing. They're not thinking the way that you currently think. I'm not saying that they don't have the morals, but some things a lot have changed just to become who that person is in the future. This is called manifestation. Do you believe you deserve that mansion? Does your future self, what does your future self look like? Does your future self actually have a mansion? What's they thinking like? What do they start their day like? Is this your future neighborhood? Do you believe that? Do you see that for yourself? That's the biggest question. Will you see that for yourself? Can you see that for yourself? I'm not saying the person you are today. That future self knows things that you don't know. That future self talks in a different way than you talk today. They communicate with different people than you communicate with, but it's truly existing in the near future. This is manifestation. Yo, who's this in the chat right now? Do you believe that you deserve a lifestyle with a beautiful neighborhood that's quiet like this, and that your neighbors are entrepreneurs of some sort of higher class of financial um, stability? Do you believe it's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you're walking the dogs, and um, you have nothing else on your mind other than what you're about to cook later? I got 3 people in the chat. Y'all drop something in here, man. We back. I'm in the middle of these door dashes right now, but I wanted to stop and spread this little message, man. You have to really embody that person today. This is not faking it until you make it. You see, start practicing daily who that you desire to be. Don't worry about what family is going to say or what friends going to say. Oh, you're acting different. Of course, you can't stay the same. You can't stay the same. And those are the real sacrifices. We ain't sacrificing life, but you're sacrificing the old self for the new you. That's the only sacrifice. Of course, you got to cut off some people. They got to learn to respect your boundaries. And that's the bigger thing. Most people don't want to step up to the plate and feel the pressure of that. but not knowing there's going to be other people along the way as you progress of who you want to be, who you desire to be. Let's use that word for a better cause, because we want for nothing. It's already yours. Speak it as it is. But yes, manifesting people, manifest what you're doing. You're manifesting new psychology. You're attracting it. You're gaining. You're learning new psychology. That's one thing about life that I've learned. Being an ultimate paradigm shifter, I realized one thing: the type of mindset that was in the communities that I grew up in, it wasn't the same mindset in other communities. The mindset which I had become to gain, as a matter of fact, I seen people's children with the same mindset I've been working on for years just to gain, to maintain, that I've been fighting for against other people's quote unquote, other people's quote unquote, what they want you to do. That's what I call hoodoo. But yeah, what they want you to act like, other people's opinion. You don't need validation. You need no one's validation but your own. This inner voice here is the most powerful thing ever. That's the voice that should shine the brightest. That's the one that glistens in the dark. That's the voice that you're listening to. And like, that's no more than an ego that's tricking you when you think that um you're going back and forth with yourself and thinking of what someone would say. They didn't say that. You're doing nothing but make accusations. That's the ego. It will trick you. That's what the ego does. It tries to grab things and identify with them. But we're using intuition. We're using that high level God like mind that's already on the inside. Peace, be still, make silence inside of your head so you can allow come back. Because you only live once. You don't know what tomorrow may bring. You don't know when you do that. That's why you need to be living every day like it should count, like $1 million. Let me tell you this. A mentor of mine once told me this story. He asked me, would you rather have $1 million today and don't know and tomorrow, but tomorrow when you wake up with $1 million, when you wake up, tomorrow you die? That's a real question. Would you rather have $1 million today, but you gotta die tomorrow? I don't think you will want to have $1 million today, but die tomorrow. I think you want I think you want to live tomorrow because you value tomorrow more than just $1 million. And it's way more than life just it's way more life to live other than just having $1 million. So that's why I need for you to celebrate and treat every day like it's a fucking $1 million. You hear me? That's what one of my mentors taught me. And that's true. I need you waking up every day treating it like it's $1 million. Because it's some sucker that's putting his pants on right now, left leg and right leg, just like me and you right now, that don't made $1 million today. That don't made over $1 million today. Okay, Mr. Jones, that's too big. Not everybody making $1 million a day. Some people ain't even making $1 million a month or a year. All right, then let's do something more small. It's somebody right now that's making. Let's do something that's more realistic to a lot of your minds. There's somebody right now that make $10,000 by the time the sun come up. It's plenty of people that do that. But it's also procrastinators who sit around and, and, and complain all day. Oh, about this ain't right. Oh, that person ain't doing me right, this and that. But you need to be setting your priorities to get yourself in alignment to where you making 10,000 a day. By the time noon come, you distracted with all of this and that, the TikTok, the Instagram, YouTube, even watching me really. But you know, and it's somebody that done made 10,000 in the stock market on the options, excuse me, on a live trade by the time that 12 o'clock comes. But you want to procrastinate. You need to value every day like $1 million. You don't need to um be living in fear. Just like my mentor had taught me about having the ability to have $1 million, but you gotta die tomorrow. You don't want to die tomorrow because why? You've realized that tomorrow is worth way more than $1 million. So you need to be treating every day like $1 million freaking dollars. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come on here and spread a little message. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I don't even know. Hello, Free Tree, y'all. I can't pronounce that, but how to Free Tree, y'all. But yeah, man, we live in. I just had to leave out that neighborhood, out of one of the wealthier neighborhoods here in Mississippi. I just wanted to just use that for example there, a little motivation. Right now we're actually door dashing, and I was just in that neighborhood, and I wanted to use that for example. Do you believe actually that you deserve that? Can you see yourself? What does your future self look like? What does your future self do? What's their morning routine? What do they read? What do they watch? Do they even watch TV? Or if they're watching TV, what are they intaking? What type of music they listen to? What type of psychology they're getting into? They definitely have to have a better psychology than the one you are today. And that's facts. It's not changing your morals. Some things are going to change, but you can stick to your 5 core values that'll never change as you evolve. The biggest thing, like I said, is just really stop worrying about what your family and your friends going to say. If you people believe in God here or some form of higher source or creator of this universe, it gave you free will. I'm not religious by any chance. You don't have to stay here, but you have free will. Use it. Be free because at any moment you can press reset. You can start a whole nother life on another side of the planet where nobody even knows you at any given moment. Only thing stopping us is us, the ego. Hello, Alberto, my brother. But yeah, we just live here, man. We went from Madison, Mississippi. Right now, we're in Brandon, Mississippi. I would really love it if some of my African friends came on here. Where are my African friends? Yeah, my African friends, my Nigerian friends, my Kenyan Nairobi friends, or my Indian sister. Where you at? Yeah, yeah. We just driving, man. This is what Mississippi look like to some people who never been to Mississippi. I don't know why y'all thinking we just yee hee how and this and that when there's folks sitting around here with $1 million cars, $100,000 car randomly just sitting like this, random. G wagon about to pull around the corner right now, and they thinking Mississippi people just so broke. It's one of the poorest states in America, but that didn't mean so poor that Mississippi people they have wealth. What? Where'd you get that from? You thought everybody was just howdy, as Isaiah. Nice to meet you. No, that is not Mississippi. You must be thinking we living in 1905 or something. Shouts out to my real one who's sticking on the live right now, you know. Yeah, I got one of them holding strong. I like the real ones like that. Last time I had somebody named Kristen that was sticking strong with me. But yeah, guys, let me hop back out this thing. We got to get back to DoorDash shit. I only got one phone right now. And y'all have an amazing evening, amazing night, amazing morning, wherever you at in this world. And continue being your best self. Don't let nobody ever stop that. Not even yourself. That's the biggest thing. Don't even let yourself stop yourself. If yourself try to stop yourself, slap them and tell them, look, this is this is me controlling my reality. I'm taking control of my thoughts. You are not, and this is my last message. You are not your thoughts. You're simply the observer of the thoughts who get to observe and choose which way they are structured and the way that you take action.